Hey everybody, my name is Rigga. I'm a rapper, singer, songwriter, recording, performing artist, and now a producer. The reason I'm doing this series of videos is to take you on the journey of how I got to this place, where I'm making music for myself and for others as well. It's been an interesting ride, 10 plus years, things that I've learned along the way. So I want to take you on this journey. Join me on it as I do so. On Facebook, you can find me, Rigga. On YouTube, I have a channel, Rigga as well, that's R-I-G-G-A. And yeah, here's my story. Yeah, so I'm an only child raised by a single mom who worked for the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, which meant she traveled a lot, which meant I had to go with her because it was just me and her. So I spent a lot of my life going from place to place, living in different cultures and different contexts. So fast forward to my high school years, my first year in high school, we had just moved back to Kenya from Ethiopia. And what that meant for me is going from an American system international school to an 844 boarding school. I was in Sunshine Secondary School. So it was very interesting for me because I didn't even join at the beginning of the year. So while the rest of the guys in my year had well adjusted to the structure of the school, in addition to the culture shock of being American system 844 was the culture shock of being in a boarding school and being in a boarding school as the only guy who's the new guy. Yeah, it was rough, especially seeing that I hadn't done Kiswahili in years. So I had to learn. I was behind in a lot of my classes, but I knew I could perform. It's just that I felt like I was behind. So all of this was just building up a whole lot of pressure and stress, and I needed an outlet. So what I started to do was I started to write rhymes, not as a way to impress anybody, but as an outlet to the stress. It was a creative outlet for me. So every preps time, I'd spend time just writing down these lyrical ideas that I had. At first, they weren't very good, but then as I began to share them with guys in class, guys were like, yo, that actually sounds dope. And one person would call two more people would call the class would call my year, the year would then translate to the whole school knowing, hey, this guy, I think there's something there with his flow. So I kept doing it all through high school, just writing and performing for guys in school. And somewhere along the way, I met my first producer. He was a year ahead of me in high school, Emmanuel Chirchir. Some of you might know him as Babs on the track. We knew him as Babs, the underdog. He was so into music that we had this keyboard in school. And for those of you who know keyboards, a Yamaha PSR keyboard, an old school one, it had a floppy disk drive. So what he used to do, he used to program the beats on the keyboard and make tracks and record them on a floppy disk so that we could perform them for the rest of the school. Man, humble beginnings. So I later moved house with my mom, and God worked it out that Babs and I became neighbors. He was a year ahead of me in high school. So what happened was every holiday I'd hang out with him, and I realized that this guy's passion for music continued to grow to the place where he was like, I want to be a producer, I want to do this seriously, I'm gonna start investing in building a home studio. So he cleared a year ahead of me. I focused on my schoolwork, but after I finished school, I came and found he had actually started out on this journey to be a record producer. And I was like, okay, you remember I can rap, so let's do this. And that's how I first ended up in studio recording music. Hi, my name is Rigga. For those who might not know me, I'm a rapper, singer, songwriter, recording, performing artist, and now a producer. The reason I'm doing this series of videos is for you to just come on the journey with me and understand how I got to this place, making music for myself. It's a lot of experience, it's a fun ride. I'm releasing my self-produced EP on September the 14th, 2017. And for those who want to know how they can get their hands on that music, check the links below. And if it's after September the 14th, guess what? It's still at the links below. So follow the link below to get the music.